What's up guys? Welcome to this lesson. In this lesson, we're going to be learning about what is called antecedent and consequent phrases. So it is possible for a melody to consist of antecedent and consequent phrases. Antecedent and consequent phrases are two musical phrases that are closely linked together. So they are closely related. You can think of them like twins. So one cannot exist without the other. So these two musical phrases can be seen as a pair. So first of all, what is an antecedent phrase? An antecedent phrase is a musical phrase that ends on an unstable note. And therefore, when this happens, the listener will be expecting to hear more. So the music will not sound like it is finished when that antecedent phrase ends on an unstable note. So you can think of an antecedent phrase like a question. So let's say you're writing a paragraph in the English language and you write a particular sentence and you finish that sentence with a question mark. So you can think of an antecedent phrase like a question. So in the English language, if you finish a sentence with a question mark, there is a chance that you would be expecting an answer. You see what I mean? So you can think of an antecedent phrase like a question. On the other hand, a consequent phrase is a musical phrase that ends on a stable note. So a consequent phrase can be thought of like an answer. You see what I mean? So an antecedent phrase can be thought of like a question, and a consequent phrase can be thought of like an answer. So let me give you an example of what I'm saying. So let's say we have a melody that goes like this. So if you listened there, the first musical phrase of the melody was this. So can you see that this musical phrase ends on an unstable note? So let me play that again. So can you see that? So your ear is longing to hear more. So listen again. So there isn't that feeling of completion. So there isn't that feeling of finality. So there isn't that feeling of the melody is finished. So the melody ends on an unstable note. So that is an antecedent phrase. So you can think of it like a question. And then the next line of the melody goes like this. So this line of the melody ends on a stable note. So you can think of this line of the melody as a consequent phrase. So you can think of it like the answer to the question that was asked. So the question was the first line of the melody, and that first line of the melody was an antecedent phrase. So an antecedent phrase is a musical phrase that ends on an unstable note and that makes the listener to feel like the melody is not finished, that there is more to come. And a consequent phrase is a musical phrase that ends on a stable note. So you can think of a consequent phrase as an answer. So you can think of the antecedent phrase as a question and the consequent phrase as an answer. So like this. So that is an antecedent phrase. So you can think of it like a question. And here is the consequent phrase. So you can think of the consequent phrase as an answer. So yes, so it is possible for a melody to consist of antecedent and consequent phrases. So yeah, that's it for this lesson, guys. Thank you for watching.